Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another week of Xbox Live Indie Games. Yes, another. They still make them. And actually, they've made a lot more this week than last. Last week, there were only 3 games. This week, we've got 12. We've got a bunch, so we're going to have to go through these pretty quickly. We're starting off with 6 O'Clock High. "6 O'Clock High" has a rather fancy intro. The glory of flight. But what happens 3 years? War. War is what happened. And that's the story of 6 O'Clock High. It's all the story we need. Yep, there we are. We're in this biplane, and we're going... And there we go. We're going to fight enemy planes, and that seems to be pretty much how this whole thing goes. Like I said, we're going to have to go through these pretty quickly. We have so many games this week, so I might as well just mention that this game seems to control all right. I mean, it's very smooth, very reactive, both in terms of gameplay and menus, which is quite unusual for Xbox Live Indie Games. It's quite common to play an XBlig where you press a button and, nothing happens for a few seconds. It kind of decides what it wants to do. But no, not here with 6 O'Clock High. 6 O'Clock High, the buttons do what I tell them to do. We're flying around with some jaunty music playing. The game looks alright. It seems to go on like this. Fighting wave after wave, at least I've seen so far. We can try to fight them high in the sky, or we can try to dare them to come down low to the ground with us. I do believe they can crash into the ground. I know we can, because I've done that. And so this seems to be how it goes. We can buy stuff after each wave. I can't, because it's a trial. They don't let me buy stuff in the trial. I don't know why. Because, it's an 8-minute long trial. You'd think that you could just, let you do everything that's available in 8 minutes of the full game, because... I think I've said it before. If 8 minutes is just too much for your demo, it's kind of saying something, isn't it? I like this basically, pretty much so far. It has a nice attitude towards it. Nice coat of polish, I think. But like I said, we do have a lot of games to get to, so we might as well get to what you're waiting for. Right, I got the high score for crashing. That's 6 O'Clock High. Like I said, I don't mean to give it short shrift, but we do have to move on. Yep, there we go. That's my name in the high scores list. Next up is Unholy Heights. You might have heard of this before, because it did come out on PC, and it seems like quite a few people like it. So imagine my surprise when it showed up on Xbox Live Indie Games, because why would it show up here? If you haven't heard of the game, basically we're the devil, and we spent our money on this place. You can tell it's a PC game because we have this cursor interface. We want monsters to move in, so we can make money from rent, so we can fix up the place, so we can expand. Our aim is to conquer the world. It makes sense, we are the devil. We live in this tent up here. We have potential tenants coming in to take a look. Pippian here. Yeah? He wants to move in? We have different types of monsters, different attributes. Mentioning that, this one's great at long-range attacks. What is it talking about attacks? What kind of battle system does this have? I don't know. He's worried, but he's not sure why. He's asleep now, though. Might as well just give all the monsters rooms as they appear. until we're full up, all 4 rooms. Alright, 2 cheaps and 2 water elementals. They can leave their rooms. Like, you know, that one's off to work. No rooms available. Sorry, Foresty. Quest board. There's nothing on it right now. Oh, we can, oh, hold on. Okay, yes. We can fix up the room. We can buy stuff to make it more presentable. We only have 1,000 G, though. So, we gotta be careful with our money right now. We might want to consider if any of the tenants are dissatisfied with the accommodations. Maybe if that's the case, then we would want to try to use our Gs to solve whatever the problem is that they're having. We can also look into the devil's room. The demons love the devil, as it says. We are concerned about our reputation, the devil's reputation. We have to recruit monsters to increase that. I don't know if there's really anything we'll be able to do with that in this short period of time. Oh, we've got quests now. Okay, so the first is the Devil's Trial. A passing adventurer might attack us. Well, he'll be in for a surprise if he does. You see... Uh-oh. What's wrong? Let's see. Is there anything here that might imply as to why he's sick? Maybe he's been eating food out of that bad fridge. I don't know. We can buy a better fridge. A barbecue set, built-in kitchen, and God's dinner set. That's way above what we can afford. Maybe we should just buy a proper fridge. Okay, we've done that. I don't know if that's actually going to help him, but, you know, maybe that's something. That skeleton walking away, dissatisfied. No rooms. I'm sorry. Maybe when we get more money, we can expand these luxurious apartments, but we just can't. Uh-oh. Okay, adventure is coming. So I'm gonna knock on these doors, tell everyone they gotta get out here. Yep, here they're. Oh, that guy's sick. I guess he can't. Yep. Everyone's joining in, except the sick one. Pippian took a beating. That's alright, he did well. Don't know if there's really anything we can do right now. For our tenants, I mean. He's going out to play. I mean, we could evict some of these tenants if we so chose. Let's see, he's not behind on rent. It would be cruel to evict him, but he is low on health. We need healthy monsters to fight the adventurers. There goes Pippian, heartbroken, wondering what he's going to do next. He thought he had a place to sleep tonight. The devil's a cruel master. What about skeleton with ribbon in... Well, there is no hair. Skeleton with ribbon taped to skull, maybe. I don't even know what that is. It's a demon. Apparently demons love the devil, but we're already full up. The Devil's Trial quest is still going on, as you can see. We still have to do round 2 of 2, and that could come at any time. I don't know when that's going to happen. What's going on? Why are these water guys getting sick? Something about these rooms that are not... That are not healthy for these water-based monsters? Maybe I need to buy a proper bath. But I can't afford that. Look at that bathtub. So expensive. I'm sure they'd like it a lot. But who knows how long they'll even be here. Alright, let's see what our skeleton can do. Eating a freezer-burned meal. Let's knock on these doors. Oh, we got... Oh, both of them are sick. They can't come out and help in the battle. This might be bad. Let's see what happens. Yeah, Skeletons... Oh, no, Skeleton did it single-handedly. That was quite impressive. Now that we've done that, we can choose different quests. Hard Ribbon, not gonna be of much use, is she? If those villagers come, so... Gotta get out. I mean, we have to... It's tough, but we have to do what we have to do. And since we know that these guys are sick, they're not gonna help in battle, well... That's right. I mean, you gotta know what you're getting into when you're renting a room out from the devil. This demon likes what he has to see, anyway. Anyway, this is Unholy Heights. As we continue on, you might imagine that we would be able to... that we'd be able to expand our hotel. That we would be able to get more rooms, I would assume, make more money. Eventually conquer the world. That's what we're supposed to be doing here. I'll only have 2 against this guy. Oh, they're both range, though. Range attacks. Alright, I think that's about enough for Unholy Heights. This does seem to be the standout on Xbox Live Indie Games this week. We actually reached the time limit. Okay, so, I mean, like I said, I was surprised seeing this appear on XBlig. I guess it must have been made with XNA in the first place, so maybe it was no big deal and just putting this over onto XBlig. Not like the developer needed to, because this game's getting plenty of good press on the PC, where you might want to try it out. But if you had an Xbox 360 and wanted to give it a try on XBlig, it's here. It's Unholy Heights.
Silver Dollar.
The mark of quality, Silver Dollar Games, with another gem on Xbox Live Indie Games, Cooties Patient Zero. A few months back at this point, I think maybe, we looked at One Finger Death Punch, which was really good, but it looks like Silver Dollar is back to their normal level of quality.
Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Winters. I'm here to explain how cooties work. Now, cooties are most commonly contracted by physical contact with the opposite sex. Cooties can also be rubbed off onto you via clothing or other objects that may be contaminated. To be fully infected by cooties, one must have continuous, prolonged physical contact or multiple brief contacts with the opposite sex. See this cooties bar here? When your cooties bar fills, you've contracted cooties.
So, that's the backstory of Cooties Patient Zero.
Kyle, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Dad.
When you're staring death in the face, you realize what's important in life. I may be worth $1 billion, but companionship, that's priceless. From my understanding, you've never gone on a date. Is that right?
You know I have issues with girls.
Well, I don't know what kind of psychosis or phobia you have, but you better snap out of it. If you don't get your act together, you might find yourself alone one day. Listen to me, you're not gonna see a dime of my inheritance unless you have a successful date with a girl. You can't just pretend. I mean, you have to genuinely go out on an actual date with a real girl. Coffee, dinner, a movie, you know what I'm talking about. You better get over this cooties thing. Son, life's too short to live it the way you are. If you want my billions of dollars, you'll go on a date. Don't mess it up. If you can do this just once, my lawyers... my lawyers will hand over my inheritance to you. If you don't care about the money, then do it for me.
I forgot, there was additional backstory to Cooties Patient Zero.
What's a billionaire's dying wish? To have his son go on a date.
Yes, you heard it correctly. Billionaire Warren Johnson has informed his lawyers that his only son, Kyle Johnson, is not to see a penny of his inheritance unless he goes on a date with a girl. Apparently, Kyle has a phobia of the opposite sex. His mother died when he was 3 years old, and Kyle has had little to no contact with women since. So to all you single women out there, if you somehow end up on a date with Kyle, you may just be dating a billionaire.
All right, some more backstory. Okay.
Since the TV told the world about my fear of women, I've been stalked and harassed everywhere I go. Every girl between here and Timbuktu wants to talk to me. Some have even tried to touch me. This is a nightmare. I'm not actually afraid of girls. I'm afraid of catching cooties. They're real, and I'm the only one that can see them. I'm not going to catch them, damn it. I don't care about the money. I'd rather die than catch cooties. Okay, maybe I do care about the money, but it's still not worth catching cooties.
All right, some more backstory. We really don't want to catch cooties.
Who's this? Oh God, I bet she saw me on TV or something.
Do you mind if I sit here?
Well, we don't want to catch cooties, so I guess we have to say no?
Oh, cheer up. I'm just looking for a little conversation.
One of my father's billions. It's amazing. I was invisible to women before they found out about my inheritance. Life was so much simpler back then.
Hi, my name is Alice. Sorry I'm really forward. I hope that's okay.
You're forward and I'm awkward, but you have no clue how awkward I really am. She has a cute accent, though. I wonder where she's from.
Well, we don't want to catch cooties. We know this, so I guess we can't shake her hand.
Okay, that's strange. But I could work with that.
So, you saw me on TV, didn't you?
No. Are you a TV star?
You mean you don't know who I am?
No. Should I?
So, you've seen nothing on the news or anything?
Well, I looked up the weather last night. Wait, you're not that guy the cops are looking for?
Oh, no, not at all. Yeah, stupid question, forget I said it. Oh, man, maybe she doesn't know about my inheritance. I better be sure.
Okay, let's just flat out ask her. You don't know anything about an inheritance?
Kyle, I don't know how to break this to you, but you don't really look like you got much money on you, and I really wouldn't make a good gold digger.
Wow, the first girl to talk to me in months that doesn't know about my dad's inheritance. I mean, the inheritance is only mine if I go on a date. This might be the perfect girl.
I'm not from around here, as you probably have guessed.
Actually, I don't really notice much.
Hey, that's a nice scarf. What material is that?
What? Uh-oh. I have to tap the A button because her hand is getting dangerously close.
Hey, whoa. Sorry, I don't like people touching my scarf. It's a weird thing I have. I do. I'm sorry.
So it's a Monday. Shouldn't you be at work or something?
I don't really work right now. I mean, I'm kind of in between things. I do work, just not at a company. Anyways.
You're probably wondering why I'm not working either.
Yeah, okay, yeah, let's ask. It is 11 in the morning on a Monday.
I'm here visiting my boyfriend. I don't have to worry about working because he pays for everything. Just kidding. I don't have a boyfriend. I'm also in between jobs at the moment. I hope you're not weirded out by me. I just saw you there in the corner and thought you looked interesting. I'm not crazy or anything. Well, maybe a little.
No way, I think it's cool. You're the first real girl I've met in a long time.
Oh, I'm not a girl. Just kidding.
Press that A button again. She's touching the scarf.
Wow. Those are some cat-like reflexes you got there. So tell me about yourself.
Well, where do I start? How about I start by telling her I'm afraid of all human contact with women? You're right. Not much to tell, really.
I like to play video games like 10 hours a day, I guess, is how we should start. Oh, okay. I guess we don't have to make that hard choice after all. We really went the time limit on Cooties' patience here. Okay, so yeah. So much for short clips. With the entire time limit on that. Silver Dollar does have an odd way of making you keep watching. Just to, I guess, out of a sense of morbid curiosity out of anything else. It's Cooties' Patient Zero. It's the latest from Silver Dollar. We have to go on a date, but not I can't catch Cooties. Next is Crystal Quest, as you can see from this highly elaborate title screen, which may or may not have been made in RPG Maker. This is going to be... I'm pressing A. Okay, there we go. Perso? Yeah, Perso the Warrior. I think that's great. It's already... Okay, it already exists. We're Perso 2. Perso the Second. We're a demon? Alright. Sure, let's go with that. So, Crystal Quest. As you can see, it's a 2D overhead RPG. So as soon as the game begins, maybe we can, you can see how it plays. Let's remember these controls. Because we'll be playing Crystal Quest for a while, I'm sure. It'd be good to remember this stuff. Okay. We have to defend against waves of monsters. When you pass the boss 5 ways, the crystal moves randomly 4 different... Okay, let's go past all this because we probably won't need to know it. There we are. We have 5 minutes, apparently. We can go to an inn. We can go to item shop, I guess. Can't go in there. Let's see. Do I have an attack? Maybe not in town. Oh, there we go. That's my attack. Okay, now I'm out of the town, and I'm shooting arrows at monsters. And this is not going so well already. My arrows are not very effective against these skeletons. I like the sound of picking up coins. Apparently someone dropped a fork on the floor, and made sure to pick that up with a microphone. Don't know what happens at the end of that time limit, or which direction we have to go in before we reach that time limit. Maybe reading the instructions would have let us know. We could just keep going north. Keep going north forever. See where the wind takes us. Forget about defending this crystal against these monsters. They can have it. What do we care about this crystal? Just the sun on our backs. A stout road underneath is all we really need. Well, now we don't really have that now, do we? Oh. Alright. At some point, our destiny just says, no, we can't go north any further. Enough of that. Enough of this foolishness. I'm not having a good time, but then again, I probably wasn't going to in the first place. So don't let that color your judgment of Crystal Quest. Maybe there are people out here who would really like to play this game. It's not me, but, you know, maybe you would. I don't know. I'm kind of curious what happens at the end of the time limit, so might as well stick around for that, I guess. A lot of skeletons hanging around. I guess they want that crystal. It is relaxing music, though, when it's not off-key. There are multiple directions to go. We can choose our own destiny. Choose the direction we want to go in. It's a nice stroll. Sunny day, light breeze. The skeletons are at play. It's days like this that make you feel happy to be alive and in Crystal Quest. This looks like it's probably important somehow. And maybe not. I don't know. A lot less wildlife in this area of the world. Oh. Not many skeletons roaming about. They say that the skeletons are going extinct, you know. They're being hunted down. Soon, there won't be enough skeletons to breed for the next season. Won't we all regret it then? So you enjoying Crystal Quest so far? It's a rhetorical question, because of course you are. And, yep, could not go in any direction besides the one I came in. Isn't that the way? You try to get away from your problems, try to walk away from it all, leave it all behind, try to find a new life for yourself, only to discover that you just have to go right back the way you came. What you were looking for was there all along. And then people start telling you you have to stop shirking your responsibilities. You know, you can't just keep going on pretending that everyone else is going to do things for you. You're told that the crystal's under attack, you have to do something about it. But what if you never cared about that dang old crystal, huh? What if you resent having that responsibility pushed onto you? Would you feel okay with just dropping that responsibility? Or would you feel obligated? Would you feel that you had to go back and defend the crystal? Personally, I don't. Next up is SuPeCa, which, I mean, we're racing. Picking a car? Yeah, you can pick a color palette. Why not? Class pawn? I think that's fine. Sure, the pawn is a noble piece. We can start. And then what happens? And this happens. Okay, so SuPeCa. Supercar, maybe? Because it can do this? Look what that car can do. You ever seen a car that could do something like that? I've not. Now I have, though, because of SuPeCa. It said it was a race, but I don't see any other cars on the track. And the best, well, there is no best time. So I'm not sure if we're racing against anyone in particular, or is this just practice? Practice for the SuPeCa Grand Nationals. Whatever it is they have for SuPeCa. Oh, I can dash. Yep, there we go. Dash doesn't last for very long, though. Alright, I think we have to move on. The game runs smoothly enough. Like I said, that's kind of uncommon on XBlig. It feels responsive enough, even though I'm not really enjoying the gameplay, so, I mean, at least on a technical level, it's more competent than a lot of what we see on here. Even though I'm not exactly having a good time with SuPeCa. Oh, I can dash. I think that's gonna have to be it for SuPeCa. It's SuPeCa. Up next is Dwarf Madness. It's up to 4 players. We only have 1, so we're controlling ballin'. Here's a story. Well, I'm just gonna have to skip that, I guess. Let's get to this gameplay. Here we are. We're ballin'. We can shoot. We're looking for treasure, as dwarves will do. This is lovely music. No enemies at this point. I guess it's taking it easy on us until we find some treasure. It does say it's round number 0. Anyway, yeah, there's the coin. The arrow was pointing to it. Here we go. Now we're in chapter 2. This is a fast chapter. Ballin' struck gold. And earthquakes? What? Oh no. Zombies? Who'd have thought? Okay, there's an earthquake that shakes loose the coins. But now we met zombies. There they are. They're zombies. I guess we don't have to kill them, because really our goal is just to collect these coins. It's a very exciting game. Okay, now the arrows appeared. I guess that happens after you've been at it for a little while. Game takes pity on you, and then makes the arrow to the coin appear. And there we go, we did that. Collect all the coins. Alright, I played this a little bit before, and it seemed like this was all there was to it. I did not notice anything else. Maybe if you have 4 players, maybe then it becomes some sort of competitive thing, maybe? I have to assume, because I don't really think this is working as a single-player game. So maybe it is meant to be played multiplayer in a competitive fashion. But since we don't have that here, I guess there's really no reason to keep looking at Dwarf madness. Next up is the Useful Dead. Now, how would the dead be useful, would you ask? It's a good question. You might wonder. Nothing. Pressing start, nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Maybe it's loading. Maybe it understands that I pressed start before and is loading right now. Because I'm pressing start, nothing's happening. And we're short on time, really. This worked before. The game started before. It doesn't seem to be starting now. Oh, Useful Dead, what are you doing? We don't have the time for this, Useful Dead. I'm going to have to just go back to the dashboard and start the Useful Dead all over, because look at this. I pressed start when it clearly said to press start, and then nothing happened. We have to find out how these dead are so useful, and there they are. There it is. The Useful Dead is a rather unusual phrase, because the dead is usually not useful in zombie games. Well, is this even a zombie game? Usually if it has the word dead in the title, it will be. Alright, please wait. This worked before. Okay, so basically the way the game worked, it's a side-scrolling platform. Well, not side-scrolling. Side perspective, but I don't think there was any scrolling. Each level was one room, and you controlled like these cute animals, and basically the idea was you would have to find a place to kill the animal you're controlling, and it would act sort of like a platform for the next animal that came out, and that's why the dead are useful, because you would use them as basically stepping stones to get to the exit. I guess I have to explain this to you, because the Useful Dead does not want to start up. And we're short on time, I'm not going to try that a third time. Which is kind of a shame, because the Useful Dead did seem to be one of the more well-made exploit games that we see on here, except right now, when it's not working. When it worked, it seemed alright. Actually, I think this is available on PC. I thought I saw it on Desura, So, I mean, if you were curious to see it yourself, you could, but I don't know why it's not working now. Well, that seems like a shame, but that was The Useful Dead. Next up is Starrunner, which is a sort of an endless runner type game that has a very nice Game Boy aesthetic. I don't think it plays all that great, but it looks kind of nice. See, we're being chased by zombies, and we have to jump on pedestrians to knock them over. No, so the zombies will eat them instead of us, and I did not do that right, so they got to me, and we are died. It's kind of a finicky mechanic for jumping. We have to jump early, and then at the peak of our jump, press jump again. Because if I don't, then it won't register the hit on the pedestrians. It's kind of weird. I don't know why it works like this. But I mean, it looks nice, it sounds nice. It's zombies, but it's a different kind of zombie game. Oh, that kid! Throwing that ball at us, and we ended up dying. Ended up getting eaten alive by zombies because of that child. Let's see if we can give him what for. He can run faster than us. Alright, we lost the zombies because they can't jump over the fence. Oh no, that child! He was caught himself and was zombified. Throwing that ball at us was all for naught. Okay, now we're doing parkour with ninjas. They seem like the best people to do parkour with. You see how this goes. We basically just have to time our jumps so they're in time with the ninja in front of us, keeping up sort of a rhythm. Don't want to jump too early or too late. Kinda sneaks up on you because they look like zombies appearing, but they turn out no. Ninjas in disguise, as ninjas will do. They'll disguise themselves. Oh, I messed up. Doesn't mean a game over, just means that I lost my place in line. It's not impossible to get back in the rhythm. Okay, we have to catch the pizzas because these delivery robots are buggy. They're not working. I don't think these pizzas are really all that important. Now we have to be jumping on these flying planes. The music is nice. And honestly, if it wasn't for the music and the Game Boy look of it, I don't know if I would be playing it for this long, because I don't think it's especially all that fun. But I mean, whoops! Oh, I'm missing these pizzas. Not sure if the zombies are going to be coming back, or if it's just various tasks we have to do. I'm not sure why it's even our job to do this. Maybe we work for the pizza place, I don't know. Okay, that was a demo. I'll be uncool. Next up is Angry Blocks, and with a name like that, I kind of don't want to look at this at all. That's not bad, though. Maybe it has an element of self-awareness to it. Okay. This is a great-looking menu. Just want to tell you, first of all, test your IQ? What would that have to... Alright, let's try single player first. Match 3 or more blocks of the same color. Like it said, we have to make sure that these blocks are among those of their own color. Look, I can't help that. Those are the rules of the game. I can't help it if Angry Blocks is not very progressive.
Yes! Yes!
See, those red blocks are quite happy to be among their own kind. All these liberals telling them they should feel otherwise.
Yes!
Oh, maybe that one will just fall into the right position. Let's see if we can get horizontal 3 of a kind.
Yes!
Yep, that worked. It's only red and blue for right now. Okay, I think that's probably enough of this. Yes. I think, yes. Is that right? That is a fun fact. This is also some pretty intense music for what we were just doing. Okay, I just wanted to quit that because I just noticed this right here. Oh, okay, this is a different game made by the creators of Angry Blocks. That doesn't help us right now, because we're looking at Angry Blocks, and I wanted to see how Angry Blocks was going to test my IQ, but apparently it is not. Apparently Angry Blocks is just about catching blocks, making sure blocks of their own color live together, because that's the message that Angry Blocks wants you to take away. It's available on XBlig.
Silver dollar.
Can it be? Can it be that this week we get a double dose of silver dollar games? Yes, you're not dreaming. This is actually happening. With the Heckler.
Time. Time is my darkness. Time is my shadow. Time is my heartbeat. Time is everything, and within it, I am nothing.
We're watching a very
Escaping
dramatic
time.
production right now.
Time. It's coming for you.
You might wonder who we're controlling. We're not controlling the performer on stage, but rather someone in the audience.
Brisk edge of winter.
We can press A,
The distance I see, the inevitable, waiting patiently for me.
and that happens.
It can wait an eternity if it must.
We can keep doing
One
it.
thing it does not know,
You suck!
that in my just block him out.
So you're starting to get to him.
I know what I am.
Oh, shut
That
up!
knowledge alone. Excuse me, I'm trying to perform. There's no time like the present, so I've been told. Yesterday is in the past. Tomorrow is in the future.
I'm not sure why you would go to a play like this if all you're intending to do is heckle, especially getting a front row seat.
Get off the stage!
Okay, so if we want to buy the game, if we want to heckle him some more and see if we can drive him off of the stage with our relentless heckling. So yeah, that's apparently the whole thing. It's right there. It's all you need. It's the Heckler. For some reason you wanted to waste your money on that. This latest quality production from Silver Dollar Games. I don't know, they did actually a really good job with One Finger Death Punch. I guess games like this help them finance that, just pumping out these things, making a little bit of money each time. I guess that's how it works. I don't know who's buying them. I mean, I don't want to buy the game. I don't want to press A to buy game. No. Alright, quit game? Yeah. Yeah, we're going to quit this game. See all of their games. Look how many games Silver Dollar has made. So many games. They have an immense library. They have to be the most prolific developer on XBlig. I can't imagine anyone else having gotten this many games. Oh, we know that one. Yeah, we remember that. I can't imagine anyone else getting this many games out on the service. Silver Dollar, the MVP of Xbox Live Indie Games. And this is their latest. It's the Heckler. Don't. Oh, hey. Yeah, Cassie's Corner. There we go, Cassie's Animal Sounds. That's the one I remember. That was Cassie's Corner episode 2. Was there an episode 3? That's Christmas Magic. I guess that was episode 3. It looks like there were only 3 episodes of Cassie, so there wasn't anything more of her. That's the Heckler. I can't really think of anything else to say about the Heckler. Except that it's here, it's on XBlink, and was probably made in like an afternoon. You like poker? You like going out on dates? Well, that guy in Cooties Patient Zero did not like going out on dates. Maybe he liked poker. I don't know. Maybe this would have helped him out. Because we're only thinking about computers and programs and playing with poker. We got to stop thinking about that and think about finding a girl and getting married. Someone like Jeannie or Sabrina. Someone like that. Or becoming the new husband of our new neighbor Maya. I mean, those are things to think about instead of playing video games all the time and thinking about computers. Yep, that's sure what that is. The Ace of Spades featuring bat wings has appeared before us. It's an unusual sight. Uh-oh. We're here. I forgot that was his name. So, the mighty Gamblov has appeared before us. What could he possibly want with us? He is the demon of the game and love. He has chosen us. What does Gamblov... Why has he chosen us? So, the Ace of Spades has chosen us. Now we have to choose. Gamblov is impatient. But what does Gamblov want with us? Okay, we can conquer the woman of our dreams. We can defeat her at poker. If we lose, we're going to stay here forever in the Shadow Realm. So this is basically Yu-Gi-Oh! Is what's going on right now. We're so tired of this life we're living on Earth that we're going to risk everything to be with... And we love poker. We also love that. So, I mean, this is win-win. But then we don't care of poker. We love it, but we don't care about it. A contradiction at the very base of our soul. Gamblov will offer the same to the girl we choose. Okay, we can choose, but we only have one choice in the demo. Jeannie, age 22. Sabrina, age 19. Maya, age 28. Not available in the demo. You have to buy a full game for that, so by Jeannie. 2 hours? Why did it take that long? Okay, so Jeannie knows the score right away. She know... Oh, well, no, we were saying you are my enemy, I guess, to Jeannie. Or was it Gamblov saying that? I'm not sure who's saying what here. Okay, and guess what's happening? It's poker. It's very exciting. What do I have? I have 3 of a kind. I guess I'll bet 10.
I call.
Okay, she's calling. I guess that's good for me. Okay. Let's see. Move these cards out, see what I...
3.
Okay, I didn't really... Yeah, maybe I should... Did I have a 9 before? Maybe I should have kept that. I had 2 9s as well. Well, let's bet 10 again. See if she has anything better than 3 jacks. Oh, she's pretty confident. Oh, she won. She had 3 kings, 2 10s. Okay. So, yeah. Something I noticed about Poker Date is that the cards usually are quite high.
I bet.
Let's see. We have 2 jacks. Do we want to go for that, or do we want to go for the straight? I guess... Let's see. I'll call, and I guess I'll take a risk and get rid of the 9, get rid of one of the jacks.
I change 3. I bet.
Only 1 pair. So I don't know if this is going to go so well. Let's call, see what happens.
Jeannie wins.
No, she won again. So apparently, I guess this is how the whole thing goes. We're just gonna... I mean, the pots we have are actually quite large, so we'd be at this for kind of a while with these small bets we're making. So... And there's no way we're going to get to the end of this before the demo time limit is up, so we won't see what happens, regardless of who wins or loses. Let's see. I have King, Queen, Jack, 10. Let's get rid of one of the jacks I see, and try to take a risk.
I changed you.
Okay, so I should have kept a jack, got rid of the 10, and I would have 2 jacks, 2 queens.
I call.
Jeannie wins.
She won again. That's actually... See what I mean about the cards being quite high in Gamblov's version of poker? I have to say, the most amusing thing I've seen this week on XBlig is that name. I love the name Gamblov. That's a pretty amazing name. You have to admit, it's pretty good. The rest of this is not, but that's pretty good. What, King, Queen, Jack, 10, 9. Okay. Let's give this a try. Let's keep the cards we
I am
have.
served.
What? Okay.
I call.
It's a very... Nope, she won. She had... Yep, full house. Aces and jacks. Jeannie has a very evocative voice. And though you can really get across the excitement of the game of poker
I bet.
with this voice acting. Okay, I have 2 pair. Let's raise. Am I really spending this much time on poker date? Let's just finish this hand.
I changed you.
Oh wait, I didn't press the right button. Whatever. We'll raise again.
I call.
Jeannie wins.
So enthusiastic about the stakes that this game is on. Anyway, that's Poker Date. It's terrible, but it's given us the name of Gamblov, and I can't fault it for that. That's pretty good, you have to admit. The rest of it is not, but that's pretty good. And lastly, for this week on Xbox Live Indie Games, we're playing S.E.E.D, which you can tell is a sprite-based game, side-scroller. We're on an island on some sort of mysterious mission, and that's us. We look great. It's a wonderful walking animation. We can't really do anything right now. However, if we get this... We got the Fire of Verbascum. What does that do? We can do this. So we have control over plants. We can attack with these plants. We got Towering Abelia. Of course we do. It does this. Creates a wall. And we knock that key into the door. Didn't mean to do that, but that's fine anyway. And that was fast. Okay, Laboratory 2. Got some more vicious plants now attacking us, but that's okay because we have weapons. We're not helpless. If I get hit once, I die, so we have to keep that in mind. But in the meantime, I got the 3-way Delinix. And it does this. So basically, this game is plants versus plants. It's quite apparent why we're called S.E.E.D, I guess. Hold on. That touches us, we die, so we raise our plant shield. I mean, aside from our fabulous walking animation, the sprite work's not bad. The music's alright. The game controls fine, actually. I'm not having any trouble moving around or using my arsenal of plants. It's actually kind of fun. I mean, I'm actually having a pretty good time playing this. The dual rows, which, yes, shoots in both directions. Whoops. I didn't jump in time. So, as you see, we die in one hit, and then we start back at the beginning of that room. So even though we are indeed mighty with our control over plants, we are just as susceptible to the immense destructive power that are possessed only by plants. Can't reach that one. Oh, five-way Virginia, I guess? Not really a plant fellow myself, so I might be mispronouncing some of these types. Key up there. How should we get that? Don't know if we can shoot that off its ped. No, doesn't look like it. Doesn't seem like we can climb these. Oh, there we go. Didn't have to climb it. I could just knock it off its branch with that. Very dramatic music for all this plant combat. Oh, I fell and I died. Whoops. I guess it takes me back a long way. But like I said, the game actually is pretty fun. I'm not hating the time I'm having with S.E.E.D. The whole plant arsenal thing is not a bad idea. It's actually working kind of well. Oh. I got touched. And it was game over. That's it for Special Agent S.E.E.D. I don't know if that's his name. That's what I'm just going to call him, I guess. And that means it also brings an end not just to S.E.E.D, but for XBlig for the week of September the 22nd to September the 28th, 2013. The standout of this week being Unholy Heights, though, like I said, I actually did enjoy S.E.E.D. Actually enough that I might want to play a little bit more of it, so that doesn't seem too bad. An amazing week, honestly, in that we also had a double dose of Silver Dollar. You almost never get that. It's hard to, most people don't survive that. Your doctor will not recommend taking double the dosage of Silver Dollar. It's very potent. And we also were introduced to Gamblove, the cosmic entity that demands that you find your true love through poker, or your soul is captive forever. It seems like that's what happens. So that's this week. I guess I'll see you for next week. I don't know. Even though we had a whole lot more games this week, I kind of like last week. It was much more focused. We had something that was actually pretty good with Valkyrius, and something that was just completely confusing with arrow pointing to diamond. This week I had a lot more, but didn't get to focus as much on some of these things. But like I said, there were a few things worth looking at. But that's it for this week. I'll see you next time. Until then, let's try not to think about Xbox Live indie games. Well, maybe the horror games. Maybe we'll think a bit about that. For the rest of it, maybe not so much. See you next week.